Hello and welcome to this Chicago Warriors video. In this video, we're going to cover a sample base running progression that a coach can use at his or her practice. This set of drills will be a good warm-up for teams at all levels. While this video is more team-oriented, we also have several other videos that you can check out that cover other individual base running skills. Be sure to check them out. Our program's contact information is provided at the end of this video.
Ready, go!
We start off with running through first base. We start the first player on the coach's signal, and then have each player after that start once the previous player hits first base. The three things that we emphasize here are that players run hard through the base, hit the front part of first base with their foot, and look to their right once hitting the base. They're looking to their right in order to see if the ball got past the first baseman. If it's a larger field, players will be able to advance to second base on balls past the first baseman. With younger players, you may need to put a cone or some other form of target beyond first base to emphasize running all the way through the base to the cone. The other point of emphasis here is that the players hit the front part of the base with their foot. Hitting the front part of the base means that you're hitting the base sooner, which means that you have a greater chance of getting called safe on close plays at first base.
The next progression that we'll do is have the players run as if they've hit the ball in the gap and will have a sure double. The main point of emphasis here is that the players need to round first base to get a good angle to second base. In this drill, we have the players run on an angle towards a coach that we stationed up the line from first base. Runners should hit the front corner of first base, lean in, and continue on to second base. If you don't have a spare coach to act as a target, you can use a cone, bucket, or other form of target to give players something to run toward. Runners should also lean their inside shoulder in when rounding first base. This will give them more control while making the turn to second base. The next progression is that we have players run from first to third base. Rather than having one player go at a time, you can have multiple players line up behind one another and go at the same time. The main points of emphasis with this drill are that players touch the inside of second base while moving to third base, and that they pick up their third base coach before hitting second base. We normally tell players to pick up their third base coach about 2/3 or 3/4 of the way to second base. I'll let you do the math on those fractions. Here's another view of the drill. The players should pick up their third base coach right here and then follow instructions on whether to advance to third base or stay at second base.
Come on! All right, good.
Our next progression involves having the players take leads at first base off of a real pitcher. For our leads, we tell the players to step off with their left foot, then right, then 2 side shuffles. We will sometimes even guide the runner by saying left, right, shuffle, shuffle. This is a quick and efficient way of getting a consistent lead, which does not require the players to look away from the pitcher. They take their secondary lead once the pitcher delivers to home plate and then acts as if there is a base hit to advance to second base. Here's another view of the play showing the pitcher. In this scenario, we progress the players to straight steals off of the pitcher. The pitcher may deliver the ball home or over to first base. The players must make their reads accordingly. For this video, we're showing one player going at a time, but like we showed you before, you can have multiple players line up behind one another to get multiple players going at a time. Next, we have the players move to second base. The key things that we emphasize here are that the players start their lead behind the base and then creep in towards the pitcher. This helps keep the base runner's feet moving so that they can better react to the pitcher. Furthermore, starting deeper with the lead allows the runner to get a better angle on home plate when leaving second base to round third base. If the runner is too close to the baseline, he will not get a good angle and will be forced to make a big adjustment to his angle once passing third base. Notice that in this progression that the steal sign is not on. Players get their normal primary and secondary leads and then react to a base hit to the outfield. Here's another view of the play to show the depth of the player's lead. I'll freeze the video here to show the lead's depth. Notice the baseline indicated by the yellow line. The green line shows the depth of the lead, and the player creeps forward along the blue line as the pitcher is coming set. Notice also that the player takes a normal secondary lead here, which is 2 large hops beyond the primary lead.
Go.
Here's the view of third base. Notice that since the players are starting deeper with their leads at second base, they're using a great approach angle on home plate. Notice also how the coach moves down the third baseline with the runner. This allows the coach more time to see the play and give direction to his runners.
Keep coming.
Practicing this scenario with the coach also gives the players practice reading the coach's signals.
Repeat, shuffle. Go. Come on, come on, come on. Score.
The last aspect that we'll cover is taking leads at third base. The usual way that we'll practice this is that we'll have the players line up at third base and then read balls off the bat. If the ball is in the air, the runner will tag and advance to home once the ball is caught, provided the batter hit the ball deep enough. If the ball is down, they will also advance home. For this video, we'll send it over to Coach Joe to listen how to take proper leads at third base.
I'm in foul territory. All right, he's got the ball here. All right, he starts to get in his motion. All right, I'm right, left, and I want my right foot to land when he gets to home. I immediately come back a couple because the catcher's caught it, but now I watch to make sure he makes a clean throw to the pitcher. All right, so I want to be ready. Once he does, then I'm back. All right? I do not do this. I do not get out here, and then he pitches, and I go like this. All my weight's like I'm coming too far forward. The catcher definitely can throw you out. But most times you feel like you're so far out, you got to get back, and then you have no weight going either way. Okay? I do not also, and you know this, I do not want to, pitch has gone to home, I don't turn and run, then he throws it away, and I can never see that play.
Me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the